Okay, so here we are at BoodleBox. This is a tool that combines multiple AI trained models. And so the interesting control panel here, I can effectively what I could do is I can chat with this thing. So we'll do a chat and I'll show you kind of the way this works. So what I'll do here is I'll say, now I'm using Claude, and uh, I can change the model that I use, and choose a different one. So I'm going to use Chat GPT-4. This particular model has been trained by OpenAI to do something. So I will just tell it, pretend you are now. I'm using the model that's been optimized for sales. Then you are performing pre-sales support for a tractor company, and you have a customer with questions about a particular harvesting combine. Could you generate questions to ask the customer in order to solicit more detailed feedback? Okay, so here we go. So if I were going to do some pre-sales support, I could start with some questions, right? Do you have a budget? What types of crops do you harvest, right? Um, so that's a pretty good model. Now the idea is that I could pump some information into one of these models and train them for a specific product. Um, Perform an internet search on specific international harvester models of combine. What are the top performing models today? So, can't perform live internet searches. However, I can provide information based on the latest data available up to October 2023. That's okay. Okay. So, see, axial flow 250 and 140. Can you tell me more about advanced threshing, including a diagram of how it works? So, I don't think Chat GPT-4 can do diagrams, but one of these other models could probably do that. Now, I'm using the service for faculty people, but I could probably change my experience to get a business related model. And now apparently there's a lot of different features that I can use here, which is like creating a knowledge bank. And then I could feed specific pieces of knowledge back into a GPT, and I can make my own bot. So these bots, the models. The bots will use certain things from the models, and then I can make. These are bots that Boodle has already made that do specific functions. So let's see, this one here, um, basic finance questions, financial literacy. Right, we can jump in and ask about what is the equation for a forward cash flow analysis. Okay. No, I'm supposed to be asking concepts. Okay. Anyway, it's this is all very, it's very interesting. And so as this gets better, um, these models are going to adapt. So I'm going to go and look at the technology, and I can find a bot that is designed to answer like a specific person. um, um, cybersecurity consultant. Please talk about the top three OWASP vulnerabilities. So again, one thing is these models are all very general. They're always going to answer generally. But like this idea is I can take the information that are generated and I can give it some more information. So specifically discuss issues related to broken access control. Now the problem is that these models will hyper hyper answer, right? So I don't have any real information that I need to make sure that I know the truth. And if I use this model to create information, I gotta be sure that I know that it's true. Um, Especially broken access control and Apache web server software. Get a little bit more detailed into specific piece of software. Okay, can you list the top two vulnerabilities? Uh, Apache 2.4.7. Okay, so now we have some better stuff. Now, this interestingly enough, these vulnerabilities are old, and so this is a 10-year-old vulnerability. It's not very current. Can you list the top two vulnerabilities from 2023 of Apache 2.4.7? And I'm going to say affecting Now, one of the things that can happen here is I think this model can be used to help a student try to understand what he's asking. That could be true. Um, Now, the interesting thing here is, yeah, that's good. I know that. I know that the software is extremely outdated. I understand that. However, what we could do is we could look at the National Vulnerability Database, and we can look up a specific tool. Oh, why is it not working? Oh, platform enumeration. I want CVs. nvdnist.gov. Is my web security appliance protecting me from going to the site? That is so dumb. That is so dumb. Okay, no, it's just slow. Okay, we're going to search for Apache 2.4.7. Let's see what it does. Look at that. There's a vulnerability from 2021. Look at that. How about that, people? A crafted universal resource include sent to HTTP configured as a forward proxy can cause a crash. Very nice. Okay, that'd be fun. We could do that. We could make the server reboot. What do we do then? What do we do then? What we do then is we would already have a configuration file loaded with some changes, and then we would restart the configuration. Hopefully, we would have injected some configuration commands into the httpd.conf file, and then we craft our URI, we restart the web server, and our changes are saved. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's general. Okay, but it can help us. We could do something with it. I don't know what. There's a lot of stuff here, and it may be it's an interesting learning concept, that's for sure.